channel. So today's video is going to be on this smoked out winged liner. I was inspired to do this look from my last swatch video. You guys asked me to do a look using Spice, and I absolutely love this lip shade, so I decided why not. I didn't want to do it just like a plain old smoky. I wanted to do something that was still pretty dramatic and bold, but very feminine and classic and just very flirty. So I came up with this, and you might think that it looks a little bit intimidating, but I promise you it's not. As long as you use your Scotch tape, it's actually very easy to achieve. So anyways, if you aren't already, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you want to know how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is put some Scotch tape on underneath my eye, just because that's going to make this a lot easier to do. The first shade I'm using is Chickadee by MAKEUPGEEK, and I'm using a Morphe M505 brush, which is just a big fluffy blending brush. So I'm putting that all over my transition area, my crease, and then the outer corner of my eye, but I'm not bringing it any past the center of my eye. So I'm just starting where the tape is and then fanning that inwards, but just stopping halfway through. The next shade I'm picking up is this lightest brown shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm using that same brush. And I'm basically just doing the same exact thing that I did with the first color, just having it a little bit lower. So I'm not bringing it up quite as high as I took Chickadee, but I'm just doing the same exact thing. Now I'm just taking the shade right next to that lash shade we used, and I'm switching to a Morphe M519 brush. And again, just doing the same thing, but just keeping it lower than the lash shade we used. So basically what I'm just trying to do is make a really nice gradient effect with these shadows, so it's not just brown right away. I want it to be orange, light brown, then dark brown, and then black. So that's why I'm overlapping these a lot. Now I'm going to be putting this white shade from the same palette on the inner half of my eyelid. Okay, now I'm going to start working on the liner, and I'm using the Sephora Crayon Kohl Long Lasting Pencil in the shade Black. And so I'm just going to be putting this right where I want my winged liner to be. And again, I'm stopping that halfway through my eyelid. Okay, now I'm going to start smudging that eyeliner out, and I'm using Corrupt by MAKEUPGEEK. I'm starting with a Morphe MB27 brush. It's just a really dense pencil brush. So I'm putting just a little bit of that black eyeshadow on it, and then I'm going to slowly start smudging that upwards. Now I'm just taking that last brown shade that we used in a Morphe M514 brush, and I'm going to start working that color upwards so that it looks like more of a gradual effect. So I'm basically just like blowing all these colors upwards from where the liner is. I don't really want you to be able to see all of that liner. I just want it to look very blown out. I'm just going to put a really small thin liner on it, and I'm using the Too Faced Sketchmarker in the shade Black. So I'm just doing a very, very thin line of this. I'm just putting MAC Nylon in my inner tear ducts, and I'm using a Morphe E36 brush. Then I'm going back into that liner, and I'm just going to extend this line a little bit farther down. Then I'm taking a Sigma E57 brush, and I'm smudging this brown shade along my lower lash line. Then I'm putting a white eyeliner on my waterline just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger, and this is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. Then I'm going to go ahead and put some lashes on, and I'm using the Cara eyelashes in the in the number 523. I'm just going to put a little bit of Chickadee on my lower lash line as well. Okay, so I'm done with the eyes, and I'm going to move on to the face, and I obviously already have my base on, so I have my foundation, concealer, and I set that with powder. So I'm going to go with my bronzer, and for bronzer today, I'm using this Sephora Matte Perfection Powder Foundation in the shade 66 Mocha Spice. So this is actually a foundation, but I bought this to use as a bronzer because I really liked the shade of it, so hopefully it looks good on me. So I'm just going to use a Morphe M523 brush just to start putting that in the hollows of my cheeks. Okay, now for blush, I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade 02. I absolutely love these blushes. They're so pretty, and they're from the drugstore, so they're obviously very affordable. I just love all the little colors in it, and I just think they wear so nicely, and they look so natural. And they just give that perfect little sheen to your cheeks. I just love it. Okay, and then to highlight, I'm mixing Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. And this is a Sephora Eventail 65 brush. And then for my lip color, I'm using Spice by Kylie Cosmetics. I'm using this because in my last video of my swatches, everybody wanted me to use this in a tutorial. So I figured this would be the perfect time. So I'm just going to line my lips with the lip liner. Okay, so that completes this makeup look. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And let me know what you guys thought about this makeup in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about my tutorials. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.